Is going on, everyone? My name is Jay Flames and welcome to episode 4 of my Minecraft survival series. I have already recorded this episode once, but the audio is not working, so I've already done what I was planning to do in this episode, which is get full enchanted diamond armor. I am super bummed that it had to happen like this, but this thing's just happened. Also, I went and looked in the nether fortress and got some blaze rods. I also leveled up the cleric over there, got ender pearls from him. This was an episode that I was looking forward to, but my audio had to ruin it, and we're gonna have to start all over again. But luckily for us, I do have a plan for this episode. We are going to build a mob farm to get XP. I found this good tutorial online because I am not good at making mob farms, but I am good at killing mobs, so there we go. Die. Okay. So, hi spider. I'd kill you, but you're on my crop, so you probably trample them. So I do have a ton of cobblestone and stone. It's not all gonna be one solid block. I just don't have enough resources to make it that way. But what I am going to do is try to figure out how to make a time lapse. It'll be my first time doing a time lapse, and I'm going to try and time lapse my mob farm building. How many times did I say time lapse right there? That's crazy. But I hope you enjoy. If there actually is a time lapse, hopefully I figured it out. But I will see you once the mob farm is done. One time lapse later, and we have a mob farm. It is functional. I have tested it, but I'm just not quite sure how functional it is. We can go ahead and run over here and see if there are any mobs in here, and it doesn't look like it. I will just have to test this a bunch of times. We could always expand it upwards, add more and more layers. This is the hard part done, and should get all of the loot in here. I can just toss all this in here because I can. Oh, there was a witch that spawned in here. I had to kill it manually because it didn't die on the fall. and it gave me sugar and glowstone, so more witches would spawn. That would be probably the best. But there also might be some caves below me that I need to light up. So we'll just have to see about that. I'll also need to see how far away I should probably stand from this mob farm for it to function properly. I have seen mobs drop just like that. There's a creeper. See, they're all one hit. Did it drop anything? Yeah, it dropped 2 gunpowder. Yeah, it does indeed work. You just have to kind of give it some time. Also, mobs don't really spawn unless you're relatively far away. So maybe with the mob farm, I'll just have to stand around the camp area and give the mobs time to spawn. I didn't have a lot of cobblestone, so I kind of went a cobblestone stone kind of technique. It kind of looks okay. You don't really notice it, but yeah, that was the first time I've ever tried a time lapse. I don't have the playback mod installed, so I'm unable to do the full view of it, but I'll get there someday. I also did die to a skeleton, I believe it was. No, it was a zombie on fire, and I burned to death after killing him. So we can go back and I see another creeper in there. Is this gonna be a creeper farm? Because once I get an elytra, that could be very handy. Yep. They're all one hit, which is kind of awesome. And the drops immediately go in here. So I'll have to do some testing with this. I might expand it upwards a little bit. But we'll just have to see about that. Seems like we have had a pretty successful episode so far. I guess we could always shear the sheep. I've had to use a grass injector from here, and I started this a couple days ago, ever since I've been on, since like episode 1, and it's finally right here. So by episode 10, I should have a fully encased grass area. But I guess now I can just go shear the sheep. Might as well. There are my shears. And then I'll clean up my inventory. It is a mess. Hello, sheep. Are you using your wool? I should probably clear out some of these sheep. I can't even get in. Wow. Hang on. Oh, I barely even make a dent out of them. Wow. Hang on. I'm trying to back into that. Oh, he got pushed out. Now he's dead. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Shear. Okay. Try and see how much wool we can get out of this. A ton of sheep crammed in this tiny little area. There's a sheep right here. I think I just have to. I can't even shear it. There we go. Just spam clicking my mouse just to try and shear all these sheep. Jeez, it might be more efficient if there weren't so many in here. Now I have a lot more mutton. But shear. Okay, there's a guy right here. There we go. And I think that'll be all I'm going to do for now. Can I get out, please? Thank you. 43 white wool. That's a lot of wool. If I wanted to, I could put it up in the mob spawner to stop spiders from spawning up there. Spiders are really annoying, but I guess I could use the string. So let's just put away all these resources. I got 16 eggs just from standing there. Wow. It's kind of crazy. Stone. I will eventually make a better storage system than this. This is kind of just a starter base storage system. I'll definitely do better than this. Mob drops. I mean, jeez. Look at it. That's over a stack of wool. So, let's go see if while we were shearing the sheep, any more mobs spawned. I think what we'll have to do is while we're around the camp, mobs are going to spawn. And we'll just run over and kill them. It doesn't look like any spawn this time. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah. That kind of sucks. Oh, on cue. If I stand here, are they still gonna fall? We'll have to test that out. Like I said, I'm just gonna experiment a little bit with this. Trying to get enchanted bow from this as well. That could be pretty handy, but I've already got like 12 bones. I knew I threw like 4 in there, but that's still pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw all these eggs into the chicken coop. I really don't need chickens right now, but if I ever do, I have plenty. I've been recording for 6 minutes and I've done nothing. Wow. So let's just pick up all of them. If I don't get a, there we go. There's a chicken. There's another chicken. There's another chicken. There's another chicken. And there's another chicken. I like how they're all kind of lined up against the wall. Guys, you don't have to be rubbed up against the wall, you know. Want some seeds? That's kind of scary. They're all just looking at me, but they're not moving. There we go. Okay, who's the lucky two? Those two. Sweet. So, gotta be careful because they can make it out of the gate on their own. But I think that might be all for today's episode. I know since I didn't have the footage from earlier in the episode, it might actually be a shorter episode, but we did do a lot. We got my diamond armor, which sadly wasn't on camera, and we made the mob farm. Maybe I can make more make more farms in the future. Maybe I can just have an industrial district over in this area. The possibilities are endless, but I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. See ya.